Good morning and welcome back to my channel. It is Monday morning. I just got up and got a bunch of editing done for the last hour and a half maybe. Got the car all packed up and we are headed out of here. This week promises to be an interesting week. It's my daughter's first birthday this week and we're having a birthday party on Thursday, so I am going to have a crazy busy week. It's also my first week of teaching at a homeschool co-op. I'm going to be teaching art and gym, and I'm also hostess on Sunday, so I have got to make every move count. So I will be flying around this week for sure. Today on the agenda is we are headed to my mom to make sand tarts, and for those of you who don't know, sand tarts are like brown butter icing sugar cookies, and we make them about 3 times. Hi, Ivani. Why are you on the floor? She's eating Cheerios on the floor. She's waiting to go. She's all packed up and ready to go. Anyway, we make sand tarts about 3 times a year seasonally, and I want to have little cactus sand tarts to go with her cactus theme of her birthday party. So we're gonna make those this morning, or maybe all day. It usually is a big, long process. So I'll take you along for that. But first, I gotta pack up and get off to Oregon Dairy. So thanks for following along. This week definitely promises to be an interesting one. Okay, we are here at Oregon Dairy. Look at that dreary day. Ivani, we're gonna get out. I'm gonna run in here really quick, grab some icing and some Concord grapes. I've been living off of Concord grapes lately. I just wish the season was so much longer. Anyway, gonna run in here quick, just grab the icing and the grapes and maybe some sprinkles yet, and we'll be on our way over to my mom. Ivani, are you ready to go shopping? You love shopping. She loves shopping. I think she's ready to get out of her seat. Look at the dreary weather. It is just depressing. Oh my word. Well, I guess as long as it doesn't rain at her birthday party. I think tomorrow it says 30% chance of rain, so I'm like really hoping it's not ugly tomorrow. Anyway, so we're just sitting here eating our breakfast. I usually just make eggs or something, but I needed to make waffles for Josh to grab in the morning, so I'm making waffles. And my favorite food ever, Concord grapes. I wish we had these all year round. So I'm like sitting here with the longest to-do list of my life. At least I have 2 days to do it, but this morning I'm really excited. It's gonna start out really good, I hope. We are going down to an Amish flower farm to pick flowers for decorations for her birthday party, and I have never actually picked my own flowers there. I have picked up flowers there already, just picked them up and left again. So I'm excited to see what it's like, and I'm just really hoping the rain holds off. It can be dreary as long as it's not gonna be raining. And then when we get back, I'm gonna be making the meat dip and a bunch of food that I can make ahead of time, because tomorrow I have to bake and decorate the cakes, and that's kind of an all-day process. Tonight we have a guy coming to assess our house to see what it's worth. We're looking to sell maybe in the next year or 2. So I have to get the house all cleaned up for that, and it's fine because I have to get it cleaned up for the party anyway, because right now it's kind of a disaster. And I know when I cook I always make a big mess too. Anyway, I'm really excited about her birthday party. I think it's gonna be funny to see her smash her cake and stuff. I'm a little bit nervous because we have a big surprise to tell our families, and I just really wanted to get timed out right, and yeah, I'm just really excited, so stay tuned for that. We are here. Oh my goodness, this place is so cute. I have been here before, but I always forget. Anyway, I hope I can get some shots of the place because it is really cute, but it is an Amish farm, so I have to be a little bit respectful. So yeah, we'll see what we get. I'm finding lots of stuff. I don't know if they go together really well, but yeah, I'm just drawn to all these like wildflowery looking flowers. I couldn't find a name for these. If anybody knows, let me know. They're just so pretty. I might have to plant some next year. They're not like the traditional flower shape. They're more of like a cone. Anyway, I saw some really gorgeous, brightly colored flowers way over that direction. So we're gonna head that way next and see what I think of them put together with these. I just love white flowers, but they're not gonna show up on my, I'm using a drop cloth for a backdrop, and that's white, so they're not gonna really show up. I'm making like a flower banner, you'll see. Anyway, so hopefully it works out. Okay, see if you agree with me here. That's just too many different colors, right? So I'm thinking, what about adding some of that in? It's a really pretty soft girly look. So I think I'm gonna pick a whole bunch of these. Look at that. You want a fall bouquet? They got you covered. So pretty. But not what we're looking for today.
Fantastic.
What is it? It's a horse. She loves this horse. This cracks me up. You never got that close to one, did you? Okay, I think the horse is definitely the highlight of the day. Oh my goodness, that was so fun. I got some really pretty flowers. I hope I don't butcher them up. Anyway, I'm in the area right now and I came across this Amish garage sale thing. There's like tons of buggies and a few cars too. And I'm like, hey, I'm in the area. Why not stop in and check it out? So I think we're gonna swing in here really quick and then I've got to get home and get stuff done because there's a lot of cooking and cleaning waiting for me today. But I could have just spent hours in that flower field. I think the misty, foggy morning actually made it even more like magical. It was so pretty in there. Bonnie, you're gonna be happy for your birthday present. She made a beeline right over here to this. And she doesn't know, but she's getting one of these for her birthday. You like it? Make the horn beep. Yeah. You like that, don't you? Oh, I can't wait to give her a present now. She's gonna love it. Okay, so I'm back home again. The garage sale wasn't like a huge success, but I did get an iced coffee, and I'm so excited about lunch. Ever have one of these? Zook's homemade chicken pie. They're the best. You throw them in the oven, and an hour later they're done and ready to go. And so I'm gonna be cooking up a storm here, and while I'm doing that, my lunch will be bubbling away in the oven. I wish you could smell it in here. I should have just put my flowers out in the garage because I don't really have room for them in here right now while I'm trying to cook. But they smell so good. The eucalyptus, oh. It just smells so woody and I don't know what to call it. It smells awesome. I just want to show you a little bit what is going on today. So I'm going to be making 2 different kinds of meat dip. And so I have my cream cheese here thawing. And I usually like the name brand stuff, the Philadelphia cream cheese. But I feel like you can't really tell the difference when you're just mixing it all in like a meat dish. And so here's my ground beef and pork thawing out. I am going to be making 4 batches of pizza dip and 1 batch of spicy buffalo chicken dip because my husband loves spicy stuff, but obviously Imani can't have that. And a lot of my family does not enjoy spicy food, so hopefully there'll be something that everybody loves. I think I'm gonna get right to work and defrost the rest of my meat right away in the microwave because I wanna get started right away. And I have tons of cheese to grate. Just like shaved off my knuckle on my thumb. Hazards of the job. Anyway, right now I feel like super mom. The baby's sleeping, the meat is browning, the cheese is grated. I'm gonna mix up the sour cream mixture while I'm waiting for the meat to finish browning. I have laundry going. Anyway, yeah, I'm just getting about 15 things done at once here and it feels great because I know it's not gonna go like that this afternoon. By the way, do you guys all have one of these? Oh my goodness, they're like a lifesaver. I lived without one for about 2 years and then my friends got me hooked and I will never go back. It chops up your meat really nicely for you while you're browning it and so it makes it nice and fine in small pieces. trying to put that tray in the fridge turned into a massive refrigerator clean out because I realized I'm really gonna be hurting for space in there. I wanna buy a watermelon yet to cut up, and of course you have to have a cold watermelon. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get creative with my fridge space there. My goodness, maybe freeze a few things. It's been about 45 minutes, so I think my chicken pie is about done. So I'm doing a little cleaning now, and oh my goodness, my daughter, you should check it out. She carries my shoes around. Oh, check out the high chair. I'm so excited. I was looking for an old wooden high chair for pictures for a birthday party, and I found one actually from one of my subscribers at a garage sale. You want to talk on the camera? Yeah. Is that a puppy dog or a shoe you're carrying around? She drags it around like it's on a leash. It's so funny. She uses this thing like a jungle gym. Anyway, I bought it just so that I could have it for pictures for her birthday party, but I might have to keep it. She loves climbing all over the thing. I actually picked it up for one of my subscribers. I was garage sailing, and yeah, she introduced herself. She's like, hey, I know you. I just subscribed. Anyway, so that was pretty cool. Made a connection there, and yeah, it's very cute. I don't think I'll be regretting this purchase. Okay, let's clean up your toys. Let me just show you something real quick. As a mom, you never know what mess you're gonna clean up next, and check this out. So my husband was down here with Ivani last night, and they were playing, and yeah, apparently she found lollipops, and they're all over the floor. I'm pretty sure she has no idea what they taste like. I'm guessing she just liked the crinkly noise of the wrappers. So it's about 1:30 right now, and I have been flying around cooking and cleaning sporadically as things came up. The laundry's still going, I have to fold that soon. And Ivani's been a real trooper, but she's starting to get a little bit grouchy. I think she wants some attention. I've been really busy today. So she's gonna sit here and brush her teeth. Right? You gonna brush your teeth? While I make icing for her smash cake. I did buy whipped icing for the cake for the rest of us, but I had a bunch of marshmallow cream that I've been dying to use up because I'm sick of having it in my pantry. I'm gonna pile in lots of pale pink frosting, and hopefully it gets nice and messy, gets everywhere. So yeah, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna change my battery and get going on the icing. So that was like the super messiest icing I ever had to make, but it tastes pretty good. It's really sticky, so I was picturing more of like a fluffy frosting. I might just use this to stack in between the layers and then use whipped icing on the outside, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it tastes good, but I would recommend this not probably for putting on the sides of a cake. I feel like it's gonna slide down and just melt away. Are you done being up here? Ivani, are you done being up here now? You wanna get down? So it is the next day. It is Ivani's birthday, and I was flying around this morning getting a bunch of stuff done around the house, and now I am ready to start decorating my cake. So I just have all my stuff spread out here. I'm decorating 2 cakes. One is a big sheet cake for the family to eat, And I just did a simple Jell-O cake. I like to make my cakes from scratch, but I decided with this crazy busy week, I wanted to just do something with a box mix. But to jazz it up, I poked holes and poured strawberry Jell-O over it all. And so it's not only pink, but it'll taste even better too. No, you can't touch it. You can't touch it right now. Look at that. We match. Do you see? We match. Yeah. She's puzzled why the camera's the whole way up there. I've been trying to get a good shot, a good angle, so that you can see what I'm doing here. So, yeah, it might change a little bit throughout. But I'm gonna go put her down for her morning nap. She's still been taking a morning nap, but yeah, it probably won't be very long. So, I'm gonna go put her down for a nap. No. Hi. Give me my eye. Oh, thank you. So I'm gonna go put her down for a nap, and then I will be back to decorate this cake. And I have a layer cake over here that I'm gonna stack for her smash cake. So yeah, hopefully they both turn out tasting good and looking okay too. Okay, I don't know if you can see in this poor lighting, but I am going to keep it pretty whipped looking. I like all the ridges and stuff. I do have an offset spatula here that I like to use, but I don't even know if I'm going to get it dirty with this icing because I kind of like the swirly look. And I am going to put a border around it. So I have more whipped icing in here in a pastry bag. And so I'm just going to take that around the edge, I guess. I hope I have enough. Okay, so now it just looks nice and white and creamy, and I didn't even use half of the icing in my pastry bag, so actually it went pretty far. But I would, just to jazz it up a little bit, I have this copper glitter. I bought it when I was doing a cake for a bridal shower, and I want to jazz this cake up a little bit by putting a cactus shape on it. And I'm gonna just cut out this cactus shape, use it as a stencil so that I can keep the glitter inside the cactus shape. Okay, I changed my mind. I think I'm gonna use the glittery sprinkles for Ivani's cake because I don't know if I actually have enough to fill this in completely solid and then still have some for her cake. I was hoping to tie them both together by having glitter on both, but I do have this edible gold foil, but instead of gold, it is rose gold. So I think I'll use that instead. Okay, so it looks pretty good. I mean, I think you can definitely tell that it's a cactus, but I'm gonna clean it up just a little bit. I got some sprinkles accidentally in the icing here and there. And then I think I will use a little bit more of the rose gold foil and sprinkle that around the border and call it done. So, simple, easy, big giant sheet cake to feed a lot of people. And when you cut into it, it'll have that nice pink swirly look to it, and it'll taste good too. Mine and Josh's family loves whipped icing from Oregon Dairy. I just love making cakes, and so I feel like that takes all the fun out of it, and so I'm like, well, I'll compromise this time and I'll buy their whipped icing and then I'll make my own cake and decorate it myself. So hey, I get to be creative, save a little money, and they still get what they want. I have some candles here that act as sparklers, and so I'm gonna put these in the cake, not just because we want candles, but also because I'm going to cover this with some plastic wrap. I don't want the plastic wrap to sink down onto anything on the cake, so this will add a little bit of a buffer. Okay, now comes the fun cake. So I'm just using this big glass cake stand I have for now, just so that I can rotate the cake as I'm working. But I'm going to cover this cardboard circle that I cut out in wax paper, and then I can just like carry the cake over and set it on her tray, and it will fit, and it will be sturdy, and I don't have to worry about her knocking the whole thing on the ground. So I'm just gonna get started, and you can watch. Okay, this marshmallow filling that I'm doing is pretty stiff. I probably should have got it out of the fridge earlier, but it's still just working. I know I'm not doing everything in the proper order and the proper technique, but I'm just trying to get this done quickly. And yeah, this marshmallow icing definitely should have been sitting out a little bit. I'm really tugging and pulling at this cake as I'm doing this. Here we go. And I'm not going the whole way out to the edge, if you noticed, because I don't really want the marshmallow icing on the outside. I want to put the fluffy whipped frosting on the edges. So I'm going to actually clean that up. Here's where I would love to just turn it into a naked cake and just spackle icing all around the edges. But yeah, that's not going to make a very fun cake smash. So I will have to ice it all over. Okay, now comes the fun part. So I just have a basic white cake here. It's not completely straight, but it's just gonna get smashed, so it's fine. I am going to put some flowers and greens on it. And I also have this happy birthday sign that I found at Target, but it was like a bright neon pink. I spray painted it, and I'm going to put it in right here. I'm going to wait to put this flower on the cake till the end because it is very fragile, obviously, and I want to keep it in water. But I'll show you a finished look at the end, hopefully. I'm just going to sprinkle it with some glitter now and stick it in the fridge. Okay, Ivani just woke up from her nap. This is my favorite part of the day. I can hear her back there talking. So let's go get her up. Ivani, are you awake? Now, are you happy? Where's your fish? Where's your fish? You should see her birthday present. She loves it. There's your fish. Yeah, you want to go look at your fish? Her and her daddy both like fish, so we got one for her birthday. Let's see if we can find it. She picked it out herself. Of all the fish, she had to have the pink betta fish. It's like a rusty pink color. Matches kind of in with the plants. And she calls it Z. I don't know, when she tries to say fish, it sounds like Z, so that's its name. Hi, guys. Yeah, you like your fish. So everyone's gonna be showing up soon, so I thought I'd quickly show you a pan of everything that we're having tonight. I tried to stick with like a pink theme, but I clearly see there is a cheese theme going on. Again, I feel like every time I have company over, there's cheese. So anyway, I don't think anybody will mind, but wow, there's a lot of cheese in this meal. Tonight we're just doing very simple chips and toasted baguette with, this is pizza dip that I took out of the pan and put it in the bowl. Here's the buffalo chicken dip. Down here is veggies and more dip. I did two kinds, roasted red pepper. I just bought that. And then I made the cheddar and, I believe it's cheddar and ranch dip. Oh, and also we just grabbed some homemade salsa here that we made this summer. Back here I just have a bunch of little succulents. I borrowed some of Mom's and some of them are mine. And the little green plant.
watermelon because it's like Ivani's favorite food, and it's pink. Here we have the sand tarts that we made. I did not use any of them for the cake then. I thought they just looked a little too cutesy, but they'll still be fun to eat. And pink, I thought this is great. I love this idea. To go with the little kid first birthday party thing, I just put juice bottles in the ice bucket, so it's pink and it's also kid friendly. And just some peach rings as well. So I'm gonna take a few shots of the cake using her high chair, and then I think it'll be time to eat. Oh, by the way, the backdrop, I just strung up a bunch of those flowers you saw that I picked, and the backdrop is actually just some plastic drop cloths that my husband brought home from work, so he can use them again when he's painting somewhere, so that didn't cost any money.
We should do a trash bag.
Because after about a 4 days, just like
Happy. What? What do you have to tell everybody? So it is the next morning, and I'm down in my basement because my daughter's still upstairs sleeping, and I didn't want to wake her up with my talking here. So I don't know if you caught that little announcement there, but Ivani is going to be a big sister, hopefully in March. I'm excited. I'm 14 weeks along. I felt great, but mostly my life is just wrapped around Ivani right now, and yeah, I'm really busy lately, so I don't really think about it too much. Hopefully this pregnancy goes really quickly. And I just feel like it's kind of weird. It's almost disappointing in some ways how different it is from the first time to the second time. I mean, there's good ways and bad ways. Yeah, I just don't think about it as much this time. I'm busy. I have another baby to worry about. But yeah, it just feels so different. Like, I guess the first time for Ivani, she was the first grandbaby on both sides. So it was like a huge deal for not only us, but both of our families as well. But yeah, this time I wanted to do some kind of big elaborate like announcement again. And Josh is like, why? He's like, it's not that big of a deal. And I'm like, you're right, it's not. And it doesn't even feel that big of a deal to us either. But it's kind of sad in some ways. I feel sorry for the little kid. We made a big deal about Ivani. I feel like, you know, the next kid needs to be made a big deal of that way too. But I have a feeling this is only the beginning. Me and my husband were both firstborns, and so there's lots of pictures of us, and our parents documented our milestones and everything. And I know that as life goes on, and if you have more children, it seems like the pictures become less, and all the documentation becomes less. And I just really don't want it to be that way. I'm like purposing in my heart, I'm not gonna let it be that way. But I have a feeling, yeah, I'm not any different than anybody else, so it probably will be that way. I just hope that the next child feels super loved. And I was like, in some ways, this baby is more fortunate than Ivani is because they don't have to have first-time parents. Poor Ivani had to have first-time mom and dad. And so I don't think we messed her up too much, and I don't have too many regrets at all. But I'm sure just like anything else, there's a learning curve with parenting. So yeah, anyway, the party went really well. What we did there was, it was time to smash her cake, and I was like, oh, we have to take her shirt off so she doesn't get icing all over the place. And so Josh took her shirt off, and she was just wearing a big sister onesie. I believe it said big sister in training, and I did not want to do that because I was like, that's what everybody else does.
But in the end, it's like super easy, and my husband, that's what he wanted to do. I wanted to do an elaborate balloon thing, but he's like, forget it, you're making all this food and decorating and stuff like that. So just keep it simple. I think that brings me to the end of my video. Thanks so much for watching and tagging along this week. I hope that maybe you got some practical ideas from it. And if not, it's always fun to tag along to other people's parties. So I hope you all have a good week, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to like, subscribe. If you have already parented a 1-year-old, comment down below some advice for me that I can look forward to using in the next year. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all next week.